Now there's sound. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to the stream. It is Thursday, and we are cooking. Alright, so today we are doing another suggestion from our viewers. And this one is vegetable dumplings. So something that there are ingredients in here that I'm familiar with. There are ingredients I am not. There are ingredients that I don't do. So, there's also processes that I have never tried before. You know what? This is the fun part. This is the part where I sort of just go, all right, I got no idea what I'm doing. We're just gonna make a fool of ourselves. Anyway, so yeah, vegetable dumplings. So some of the stuff, cabbage. So we did do a little bit of pre-work, of prep work for this. So, can't see that too well, but that is, ta-da, that is a quarter of a cabbage. Couldn't tell you what the weight is on it. Cabbage is ick. But, great filler when it's cooked. Go figure. So what we did is we finally chopped it. There's some bits that are maybe a bit big that we missed. But we finally chopped the cabbage. Then put a quarter of a teaspoon of salt, no, half a teaspoon of salt into it. Tossed it about, and we've been leaving it to wilt. And that you leave for about half an hour to wilt. So instead of just ripping that out and sitting around for half an hour, we've done that before the show. So we've also taken 40 grams of dried shiitake mushrooms that every time I say it in my head, I say shit take. Anyway, 40 grams of shiitake mushrooms. The original recipe here called for 8 or 40 grams. 8 of those is not going to be 40 grams. So I went for the grams. Again, shiitakes are not bad. I'm generally, as we know, not a fan of mushrooms, but shiitakes aren't bad. So we put that in, we just put that in boiling water and we let that sit for 20 minutes. So that for 10, that for 30, that for 20. And they've been soaking. They're about at their time to come out of that water. I'm going to keep the water. Likely going to be it will likely end up in the compost. But, I mean, you can see the color of that. That's really brown. So there's all sorts of fun nutrients. Might end up in the worm farm because of what it is. We'll see. So we've got the lettuce and the shiitake. We did that previously. So I'm going to take these out. Well, we started the process off stream rather than we did it previously. So I'm going to take them out and we're going to do things. We're going to squeeze out the excess liquid, which I find oddly weird, but we've just put a whole heap of liquid in. They were dried, then we put a whole heap of liquid in. Now we're going to squeeze the liquid out. So I don't know how much squeezing we're going to need to do to... Whoa! Alright, so there is a little bit of liquid in there. Let's try a slightly larger handful. You can see that coming out. Now, I don't know how squeezy I'm meant to be being on these. I put a fair amount of squeeze on that, and they've retained. They've not like gone to mush. They are mostly retaining their shape. So I'm kind of happy with that. I mean, they get squished. They get squished into weird shapes, but I'm not sure that some of that isn't how they were dried. But anyway, I'm going to squeeze the rest of these out. Then we're going to chop them up into small pieces. I'm going to finally chop them up. We do have to squeeze out the cabbage as well. We should get a big bowl so that we can. So they actually, I'm quite surprised at how well they've retained their shape. Ugh. Just going to soak up all that extra water there. Get the paper off. Alright, now we're going to chop these up. I'm going to take that and put it over here. Because who knows what that's getting used for. Alright, we're going to grab a big bowl. I knew I'd forget something. Alright, we're going to also have a go at squeezing out the cabbage. We're going to do that over the... Hey, and we're back. Okay. So, as I was saying, we went to squeeze out the cabbage. And I can feel there's a little bit of moisture there, but trying to squeeze it out, just nothing. Nothing came out. So, didn't even wet my hand. So I'm just, that is squeezed. All right. So now we are going to rough chop these. Again, if you want big chunks of shiitake, cut them rough. If you want little bits, cut them fine. I am going to go for reasonably fine. These are still quite stiff, which I should not be surprised at considering how they retained their shape after soaking. Oh. So I'm going to cut these reasonably fine. Alright, needs a little bit of work. Sound warning. Some people don't like that sound. I find it oddly comforting. Don't ask me why. I do though. Let's swap these over. See, there are still some big ones in there. probably, actually, I'm going to have to get it out anyway. I might hit this with the mezzaluna. Considering how fine I want to do it. Alright, let's go get the favoured child. Speaking of a favoured child, how you doing, Buffer? How you doing, little Buffer? What you doing? We are visited by the Finley. Do you want to come say hello to stream? Go. Here, Buffer. Here's the Buffer. No? You don't want to say hello to stream? Okay. Right, back to cooking. Flying everywhere. I don't know if you can see that. Chockers full of mushroom. Oh, that's hilarious. I obviously needed to do it a bit finer before hitting it with a mezzaluna. So that be piling up. Okay, I'm having way too much fun with that. Although, that is getting the work done that I wanted done. It's getting it into nice, almost a crumble. So we are getting there. We'll give it a little bit more. Good enough. It's all stuck in the knife. Just squeeze that out into there. Ta-da. Take that, shiitake. Okay, there is a bit up on my keyboard. How it got up there, nobody knows. Again, for those freaking out, back of the knife. Alright, we'll mix that up in a minute. What else are we putting in there? Finely grated potato. This was an odd one. So we've got to do we're not just using the regular sort of grater side. We're using the side that I would use for parmesan. Now, it says, how much do we say? 2 tablespoons of floury potato. So I'm going to get the tablespoon out. And yes, there is a reason I keep them all on the ring. So we only want 2 tablespoons, which isn't a lot when you think about it. So that's going to be about 2 tablespoons. Oh no, that's about 1. So there's 1. Okay. So we've gone through like 1/3 of a medium potato. There you go. Exact measurements. Interesting. Alright, we're going to leave that be for now, because I'm not sure how this is all going to go, but ta-da. What else have we got? Bit of shiitake. Alright, next is 3/4 of a cup of firm tofu. We've got some firm tofu here. Come on. That we are trying to open and simply does not want to open. Probably because, oh, there we go. Probably because it's not a peel open, it's a cut open. I'm dropping everything right now, of course. That slamming door, I tell you. Woo! It's making the PTSD act up. Ah. Alright, so we've taken the brine out of the tofu. Now, we want about 3/4 of a cup. I'm gonna slice there, ish. Pop that out. I'm gonna take just a. Sorry, that's really messed with my. Ooh, okay. I gotta love adrenaline. I've got some meds for this somewhere. Okay. Let's try some of this. I've used silken tofu before. I haven't used firm tofu. It's not that much different, to be honest. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take just a little bit more of that. Oops. Ah! Come on. Don't be a dilbert. Oh no, that was the right way up. There we go. Alright. So we can take this and we are going to... I'm basically using about half of it because I've got enough ingredients to do a second batch, basically. So I may end up doing a second batch into later, and either, you know, throw it in the freezer or... So we're cutting this up into what should be cubes, 3 to 4 millimeter cubes, which is fairly small and somewhat more difficult when you're shaking like an idiot. I love adrenaline. Makes me feel at home. Really doesn't. Noodly, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. Doing the happy dance, doing the happy dance, doing the happy dance, doing the happy dance. How are you? What have you been up to? Let's do a thing with the stuff. Hello! Let's do a... sorry, my hands are very shaky right now. How have you been doing? What have you been up to? What are we doing? A noodly. With that sort of moniker, I'd say you've been cooking. Last streaming food and drink. What were you food and drinking? Ooh, what's that? We're just cooking some soup after prepping bird treats for tomorrow. Ooh! Tell me more, tell me more. Bird treats. Why are there bird treats in the future? Do you keep birds? Do you feed birds? Do you belong to a wildlife sanctuary? What's the goss? That was last Halloween? Ah. Nice. So yes, I should probably do the intro. Hello everyone, I'm Ulrich the Raucous. I am a variety streamer. I do all sorts of stuff during the week. I stream 4 times a week. Gaming mostly. Thursdays is cooking. Here we are. Yeah, I do the occasional iron ore smelt. We're trying to make iron out of rocks. We occasionally do that. We skipped the season this year, unfortunately. But yeah, I do all the things. At the moment, we are cooking vegetable dumplings. It is something that I have never tried before, and one of the people who watch the channel suggested, hey, because as long as it doesn't have chili or eggplant, both of which I'm allergic to, I will pretty much, if I've got the equipment to do it, I will try pretty much any recipe that people suggest. It's, So far, we have about a quarter of a cabbage that we finely chopped and squeezed out the water. There wasn't really any. Thrown that in a bowl. We've got 40 grams of rehydrated shiitake mushrooms, finely chopped, put that in there. 2 tablespoons of finely grated potato is in, and we've just put in half a tub of firm tofu. The recipe calls for 3/4 of a cup. It was probably a little more than that, but tofu, right? Noodly, I have birds, ducks, muscovies, and chickens. Muscovies, never heard of them. They get treats every Thursday, and we prep their goodies on Wednesdays. Ah. Another allergy-friendly channel. Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, hang on. Give me just a moment. And we're back. Oopsies. Yes, if I do... allergy-friendly channel. Yes. I do recipes. I have done the occasional recipe of keto. I've done the occasional... Have I done a gluten-free? I don't... No. Yes. Maybe. Maybe. I don't think anyone's suggested any particular gluten-free recipes. I have done vegetarian, vegan. I'll have a go at just about anything, and we'll see if we can make it. We'll see if we can make it good. Yeah, sorry about that. Just had someone drop in unexpectedly, but they are now gone. Pshaw! We are cooking, people. So yeah, if you're watching along and you have a recipe suggestion, you can give it to me in a DM, you can throw it up in chat, you can join us on Discord, and there is a suggestion box there. You've probably done a lot of tigs tapwe gluten-free. Possibly. I try to keep track of it. I thought you were going for an accent. That's tags tapwe gluten-free. Damn it, now I've lost my entire train of thought. Right, more stuff to go in there. Now, we do have, says grated ginger, but we're going to use it out of a jar. I know. Mainly because we need to use it up. I don't like wasting food, and it's almost at the end of its life. And wasting food is ick. But we're only using a teaspoon of it for now. Whoa, these are a bit hard to read. There's the teaspoon. I should know which one's which by now, I really should. Teaspoon of ginger. Blub that in. And now some garlic that I just dropped on the floor. I really do love accents. Accents are so cool. Alright, garlic. I can't do them. Like, I do the Aussie accent. But the rest of my accents, I mean, yeah. If I'm trying to imitate accents, I'm probably just making everyone who actually speaks in that accent cringe like a... like, so cringe, Ulrich, why would you do that? Cause. Muscovies are a waterfowl native to the Americas, very quiet, quite large. They roost in trees and act like dogs. I adore them. Kind of sounds like a peacock. Okay, cool. Alright, I am going to look up a picture of these guys. Muscovies. Let's have a quick look. Oh, okay. So they're it kind of looks like a turkey and a duck had a bit of a tryst. It's a duck, a Muscovy duck. Okay, yeah, right. Using prepared ingredients is super valid. Not everyone has an on-staff prep chef. Judge it. Absolutely. Look, as I've always said, the you get the best ingredients you can afford, and you use those. If that means you're using jarred stuff, use jarred stuff. You know, if it means that down the road you've got a local farmer's market and you can buy fresh produce 3 minutes before you start cooking, well, go do that. Food is, for me, food is about the experience. It's about your palate, right? So, for example, I generally cook with a lot of garlic. Okay, we did a cheesy garlic muffin the other week, and I nearly doubled the garlic content the second time I made it, and it was so much nicer. But I'm a garlic freak, so yeah, use whatever ingredients are available to you. Absolutely. You know, if you live somewhere where you can go pick fresh shiitake mushrooms, go do that. Otherwise, go down your local Asian grocer and buy some dehydrated ones like I did. Cook what you'll enjoy. Yeah, right? That's what it's about. Cooking shouldn't be like what you cook. What am I trying to say? Okay, if you can afford a $50 steak, right, and cook that up, go buy it. Fine, cook it up, eat it, yahoo. You can afford a $10 steak. There are ways to make that $10 steak taste like a $50 steak. But again, what you can afford, right? For example, shalliopine steak. Oh my god, I got a cut of meat that was like, it was a 250 gram steak. I can't remember the exact type, the exact cut, but it was like $10. It was cheap. Big steak. And I shallopined it. I did a shalloping steak with it, and this thing was just melt in your mouth. And that was after an overnight in the fridge. I did a couple of others at the time, and I left them in the fridge for 24, 48, and 36 hours, sitting in the onion, just literally being eaten by the onion in the fridge. And by the third one, and they just kept getting more and more tender, and I was, oh my god, why? And this is a cheap ass crappy piece of steak that we were using, and it just, amazing. So yeah, you can do all this sort of cooking and things, and the prep is actually really easy. All you do is you finely dice a whole ton of onions, lay a bed for it, put the steak on it, cover it in onions, put it in the fridge for 24 to 36 hours. No, 24, 48, and math, 70 hours. So 1, 2, and 3 days. But that's it. That's the prep. Is you just leave it in the onion. Done. Put it in the fridge. You lightly score it. Sorry. You lightly score the surface of the steak as well, and you're done. Then you take it out, cook it as you would a normal steak, fry up some onions, I think it's with some balsamic, and that becomes a dressing for the steak as well. You won't use up all the onions, because there's a lot of onions. And yeah, so yeah, that's it. It's actually, believe it or not, it's a Japanese recipe. I think it was I know it was an opera singer. I think they were from Holland. They were from somewhere. And they came over, had a toothache, and basically said, look, I want a steak, but I want a really, really tender steak. And this Japanese chef went, you know what, let's try this. And shalloping steak was born. Right? So yeah, you can make insanely flavorful meals and really nice to eat meals for reasonably cheap. I mean, I tend to use a mix of good ingredients and tinned stuff and whatever as I can find it and as I can do it. So, yeah. Okay, we've got the, oh, we haven't got the garlic. Where did I put the garlic? Did I already do the garlic? I already did the garlic. See, I'm just la 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 la. And boom, garlic. Okay, we've done the garlic, done the ginger. Oh, some green onion. Alright, so again, this calls, the recipe itself calls for 2 tablespoons of finely sliced and then minced green onion. I'm using shallots. As far as I know, shallots are green onions. I might be wrong. I'm just taking the outer layer off. I don't think there's any particular reason to, other than it's usually the bits that dry out. That's usually the bit that dries out in the fridge. You just take that first layer off and you're good. But yeah, have a look up shallot steak. There is the recipe for it. I'm pretty sure it's in my Discord. I have missed a few recipes. We should probably put that up so people can go look at recipes. If you do find one missing, just drop me a line if I'm talking about it. Hey, alright, where's this shallot recipe? Oh, whoops. I'll put it up. I am working on the backlog of that, bit by bit. Now, how far you go up a spring onion is entirely up to you. I like getting a fair bit of the green in, but I tend to stop. Right, so you can see here it's still nice and green, and here it's starting to fade out. You're just starting to get that light discoloration in the leaf. That's where I tend to stop as I go along. Or you can see on this one, obviously you've got the damage there as well. I tend not to do that, but on the smaller leaves, for example, that one, where you can see that's perfectly fine all the way out to the end. There's that little nick there, but that's fine. I'll put that whole thing in, why not? Now, I am just rough chopping this at the moment, because now we are going to put it through the Mezzaluna as well, so that it goes into the pile. Good enough. Alright, also because we tend to compost and have a little worm farm, having a little bit of that left over, doesn't matter. It's all going round and round. Alright. So tofu's being taters. Depending on how so this is definitely vegetarian. Might even be vegan, depending on what's in the dumpling wrappers. Depending on what the dumpling wrappers are made of. Back here. Haha. Get over here. Juicy leaves yum. Exactly. Exactly. Now, I'm gonna chop these up a little bit. I'm probably going to, if there's a couple of bigger bits left, I'm not going to be too fussed, I don't think. I do one day want to forge my own mezzaluna. Like, I love this little one, don't get me wrong. But one day I'm going to forge a mezzaluna. I might forge 2 and give 1 away. We'll see. Handcrafted. But yeah, we are at the forge. For those who don't know, I don't broadcast it, but I also do blacksmithing. But yeah, mostly sword making at the moment, but we'll get there. What are we doing? We've put in the tater, we've done that. 1.5 teaspoons of sesame oil. Now, again, sesame oil, I know I say this every time I bring out the sesame oil, but the people keep telling me it's this, like, really strong flavor. It really isn't for me. So, I'm going to guesstimate a half a teaspoon. If there's a little bit more of it in there, so be it. Handcrafted kitchen tools are the best, right? Now, if I can make a handcrafted kitchen tool that I have also been out, collected the rock and smelted down into iron, turned that iron into steel and made a knife out of it, all using like medieval techniques. Oh my god! It does add a touch of toasted, absolutely. It does. But like, it's a nice flavor. I don't find it overpowering. Some people do. And again, we're back to palate. How does your palate react to these things? That's at the end of its life. It'll be fine. Flowery juices, yep. Sesame oil, teaspoon of soy sauce. Using the bulk soy sauce. We do have some more, what would I call it, more gourmet soy sauce. But at this point, I'm just happy using the bits and bobs we've got lying around. Test for lead, but that sounds like such a fun adventure. Absolutely. It has been. We've done, I think, 5 smelts so far. And we think the first few we're progressing, because this is a lost art. Smelting is a lost art. Well, smelting iron in a clay furnace is a lost art. So we've been making little changes as we go through, and the last smelt we did, we haven't condensed it yet, but we think we got about 5 kilos of iron out of it. So we'll see. I have all sorts of fun plans. Right. Soy sauce is in, 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. This is the weird one, but okay. We're going to use I'm going to use white sugar. I've got all of the sugars, of course. So now, at this point, in theory, we could either not put the sugar in, or put in the monk fruit sugar, which isn't monk fruit. The monk fruit sugar adds that sweetness but keeps it keto. As far as I know, everything else in this would be keto. Hey, come here, sugar. Oh, honey, honey. Yeah, I do have ingredients for keto, but they're more left over. I did a keto pecan pie. Nom nom nom. Right.
Following this subject was a good choice.
Thank you for the follow, Noodly. Doing the happy dance, doing the happy dance, doing the happy dance, doing the happy dance, doing all the happy dances. Right, where are we? Quarter of a teaspoon of salt into my saltiness. Sprinkle the salt about. Almost done. And some white pepper. 2 pinches. 2 pinches. 2 pinches of what? What freaking pinches? What are we doing, Grandma? It's like doing medieval recipes, I swear. Take a goodly amount of beef. It's a goodly amount. What? What is a goodly amount? Alright. Here we go. We're getting there. Now, we want to toss this. So, ooh, that could be interesting. I want to do it nice and easy. So I'm going to give, this is just a rice scoop. So but I think this might just give us that nice mix without squishing everything. See, that needs to be way more broken up. I was kind of hoping that would break itself up, but no. But we do want that potato spread through this whole thing. Don't want too big a piles of it. It really looks like there's not enough, but we'll see. Now, this rice scoop is working really well mixing this. This is mixing it really. There's the other big bit. Right. Pull you apart. Got that real nice smell of ginger coming out. A handful and a half chopped generally for beef. I know a pinch and a dash are both actual measurable with tools. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, that's starting to look nicely mixed now that we've got that potato sort of spread out a bit. That is definitely coming together. That looks pretty. Now, the binding agent in this, what keeps it all together, is the potato, which is why I'm kind of double, triple checking that it's gotten mixed in. I can every now and then, it's one of those weird sound things. I don't know if it's coming through the microphone. It probably isn't. But as I'm getting to that point that every like second stir, I'm hearing that little crackle of salt, which to me says that it's pretty much, it's reasonably well mixed for the amount of salt that we put in here, which is basically none. So yeah, culinary standard measurements is a laughable phrase at best. Absolutely, yeah. Okay. So now, I think the fun bit. Damn. Servings 5. Servings per packet 100. So there's 500 sheets in there. What the? Okay. There is an ingredients thing there, but bugger it if I know. Alright. Let's see if we can worm our way in. Oh, there we go. This is one of those open the wrappers without breaking it things. Okay. Ooh. Is that more than one? Okay. That's thicker and that's definitely one. Okay. I reckon that's like a full millimeter thick. Maybe even a bit more. But there you go. I had it in my head that these were going to be like paper thin. But they're not. They're actually quite thick. Oh, no. Interesting. Don't know what it tastes like? Shove it in your gob. Ingredients for the wrappers is usually water and flour. They might need kept covered to prevent cracking, like phyllo dough. Yeah. Pre-made wrappers are so fun to play with. Right. That is weirdly thick. Okay then. Sure. Cool. Alright. So, we've just got to... I just want to check something real quick. Because there is a measurement that I haven't done. Whoops. Just real quick. Where are you? Mix filling, yeah, we've done that. Here we go. Need a small bowl of water. That's what I was missing. Because we need to dip the fingies. Pleating the folds. That's going to be fun. Pleating the folds. Right, I just want to check. Yep. Okay, about a tablespoon of filling. That's what I was looking for. I imagine tinned fruit empanadas? Okay. Tinned fruit empanadas. The hell is that? Oh. Okay. It's a Mexican. Looks like a Mexican paste. Whoa, no, we don't want that. No, stop, go away. Okay. Fried hand pies. There are pleat tips on YouTube. I failed so hard my first few folds. Here we go. Tablespoon of... Oh, wait. No, we can do that. Alright. Tablespoon of ingredients. We probably should have wet the edge first. But okay. Alright. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. Yep. Look at those beautiful. Look at those pretty pleats. Honest. Okay, that's horrifying. There you go. First attempt. That is horrifying. That's only the look. Everything else should be fine. Alright, let's wet the edge first this time. Because I think that was part of the reason why we were less than successful. Okay. Oop. Damn you! We may, for expediency, move on from pleats. Yeah, I think we're gonna. Whoop, nope. Mainly because. There we go. Second attempt. Oh, squeeze it a bit. Mainly because at the moment I'm getting a bit. There's holes and the ingredients are actually coming out through the pastry. We learn fast. I'm going to try one without the pleats, see how that looks. Ooh, that is a gigantic piece of potato that hasn't stirred in. So we're going to fix that. So note to self, good lord. Alright, mess. We're making a mess. Who knew? Ulrich making a mess in the kitchen. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so if we just fold this in half, do we get a better result? Yes. Alright, so that looks prettier, well, looks prettier than the other ones I attempted. Kinda, maybe. I'm not sure if it's prettier or lazier now. Easy mode, press the edges with a fork. Well, no, it would, without the fold, it would be much, obviously done by a not, either not handmade or done by a piss poor machine. Now, I don't know whether it's the amount of filling that I'm adding that's making it harder, or whether it's just my lack of technique. I mean, there is a certain amount where there is that lack of technique going on. We definitely know that. But let's try something a little different. Alright, that's a little bit better. That's at least got the wavy bits in it. And you see people, I've seen people who know what they're doing do this, and it's like, brrr, and there is this perfect dumplings. It's alright, you've only made 6,982 million. I've made 4. Why aren't I perfect? I made 4. Ah, damn it, I forgot the water again. So what I'm trying to do is I'm doing like basically this is a sewing thing. Yes, I sew too. But you basically measure the stitch length with your thumbnail, and then fold over the pleat. You either pleat or oh, that's better. We're getting there. We're starting to get a bit of consistency going. I think I can be a bit rougher with these too. Because they're so thick, I've still got it in my head that they're thin and delicate, and I've got to be gentle with it. But these things can take quite a beating. Oh, no, want a bit more shiitake in that one. Oop. Ingredients flying everywhere. Uh-oh. May have overstuffed this one. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Ooh! That one's actually kind of pretty. Hey, Jim Toy, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. We are learning how to dumpling. We're learning how to dumpling. Do you know how many dumplings I'm going to get out of this batch? Oh my god, this is huge. So I think we'll make enough to go into the pan. We'll cook those up. and we'll see how we go. Oodles, right? Ah, damn it, I forgot again. Malem. Forgot the water. So how you been, Jim? What have you been up to? There are little old Asian ladies screaming at the screen right now. No, you do not do it like this. Do it properly, you fool. Alright, so we've got what? 3, 6, 12? 12 ought to do, right? Well, 12 will be a good start. So, like Noodly said, there are how to do this videos on YouTube. I have not looked at these, and probably, obviously, oops, it may be obvious why I'm having this trouble, but that said, figuring it out from I've never done this before to I'm buggering my way through it, right? I'm doing okay. I keep looking at that one we didn't fold. I was like, I don't like that one. I don't like it. No. Kind of want to tear it up. Ah, just got back from government mandated activities. Yeah. Oh, no, you're gone. I don't want to purchase viewers. Eat that one first. Right? Oh, whew. All right. I got the right person. Excellent. Yeah. We'll eat that one first. Probably doing that backwards, you know. All right, let's try that. Let's try flipping that around. That's maybe a bit much. Is that? Yep, that's another ball of potato. Go away, ball of potato. Put a little bit more of other things to make up for the ball of potato. It really does make it. I'm wondering if these are made from. I'm wondering if they're made from rice flour. Ooh! Haha! I think we're actually bending these the wrong way. Yeah, because I want to bend the other way. Oh, doesn't matter, a couple of days. Punishes for its insolence. This is an objectively difficult skill to become proficient in. There are a lot of tutorials online. Yeah, I'd believe that. Considering how slow I'm going getting this, yes. Ah, I forgot the water again. It's not bad. I'm getting there. I'm slowly figuring it out. And again, I think it's just part of what I was doing weird, I guess you'd call it, was treating the dough like it was like just a thin sheet of like very fine pastry that if I look at it too hard, it's going to break. I think that first bite is a little bit too big because we're getting a bit. 4 bites, 4 folds, 4 pleats seems to be the way to go. Oops, too much. Probably still too much. Alright, so let's take a slightly smaller bite at the start. Get out of the way, filling. No, missed that first bite. Alright, one more, then we start cooking up. I'll make the rest of these as we go. This is a lot though. Got the water again. It's definitely getting better. I do a better circle, I think. Better bit of water. Oh, but there we go. That didn't take too long, right? Yeah, that first one. Yep, that's a mess. Oh my god, I didn't get it perfectly right in the first go. Right, so now we're going to do, I'm going to leave that there for a moment. We're going to cook these up. Oh. So, cabbage, as I said at the start, not a fan of the flavour of cabbage, generally. The mix that's in this, I just put that in my mouth and it went kaboom with just like nom nom. The horrors of experimentation, right? Exactly. So, speaking of experimentation, we're going to put these into that, and then we're going to cook them. So, we get some oil in there. We pan fry them for a couple of minutes, and then we steam them in the same pan. So, old man noises, I tell ya. I'm going to put a drizzle of oil. Yes, drizzle. That's a measurement. Look, the recipe calls for a tablespoon of oil. We're going over medium heat. Then we're going to chuck those in for a couple of minutes till they get nice and golden on the bottom. Then we are going to chuck in a 1/4 cup of water, cover that, and then when it's all evaporated off, they're cooked. That's the theory. So we will see how we go. It's just so wow. I really can understand though how these are just like anytime you want food. Trying to see what that says. Alright, hang on. While that pan's heating up, we'll do the old man trick. And we will get our camera, we will zoom in. Well, maybe not that far. No. Boiled dumplings, no. Ingredients. Wheat flour, wheat and gluten. So this is not gluten-free, water and salt. That's it. Wheat and gluten. Boo! Now this is going to be interesting because it says to put the oil on it and then put water in it, which is basically going to make it explode. Because that's what hot oil does when you put water in it. So this could be very explosive. Make a batch, freeze them separately and pack into freezer storage. That's how they are ready eats. Yeah, absolutely. However much extra this makes, that will likely be, we'll probably leave a few out for the rest of the household tonight. But yeah, there's likely not going to be these are not going to be all eaten tonight. There is going to be a lot of them. I just made take and bake cookies. Take and bake, so like you mix up the batter and get that all ready to go, freeze them in individual portions, and then chuck them in the oven wherever you get to. Is that take and bake? Right, that oil has got a nice. All right, here we go. Not sizzling, so. Oh, there it is. There's the sizzle sounds. Don't ask me how we got to this flower pattern. This circle pattern. But we did. We got there. I'm now doing it. I'm now running with it. Now I'm going to make it that. I'm going to make it a pretty pattern. There we go. Now I'm just, sorry, view of my head. Pretty! Why not? Low spoons method. Do the labor when you can. Have the tasty whenever you want. Yeah, absolutely. That is an absolutely great way of doing it. Natural understanding of geometry. Well, I am a sword fighter, so, you know. Geometry is one of the things we do. So anyway, 2 minutes. We should probably... Hey, Rach! Practice to geometry, yes. No, it was quite a way into my sword fighting career when I actually started understanding that it was geometry. Hey, doing, Rach? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's morning for you, Rach. It's fine. It's fine. It can be morning where you are, and yeah, it would be halfway into afternoon here. Yeah, it is. 25 degrees outside. Ooh, look at that. Right, so we are nearly at the add water stage, which again, I'm a little wary. What are you doing, Buff? Whoops. We have a little Finley. He's got his little paws on either side of the bowl, on his water bowl. He's just chilling. Oh yeah, well yeah. I was actually going to put it in the middle of the flour and let it spread out, but we're going to chuck a lid on it straight away anyway. All right, let's see if we can get a shot of Finley over here. Hang on, which way are we going? I don't know. There he is. He's upside down. Yep. Little Finley, sitting by his water bowl. There's water in it. There's plenty of water there. He's just decided that's where he wants to chill. Alright, we're starting to get some nice sizzle noises. Ooh, pretty colours. Okay. Hello, upside down basement critter. Right? This is what happens when you use weird camera angles. This is the fun part though. As long as the oil isn't inches deep, you should be fine. Oh yeah, I will be. The dumpling will absorb some of the oil and all good. It is colouring up beautifully. Absolutely. Picking random ones. Oh, alright, that one's nicely brown. So, that one fell over. Oh no! Stop falling over! Don't fall over! We want it, no! Yeah, you can feel that the pastry is getting really, really hard. So, I have my shield. I'm going in. Wait. Boom! It's not the best fit of lid, so it may not steam as well as we might want it to. But you can still hear the water going. So you're basically leaving the lid on until the water evaporates. We don't have dipping sauce. We need dipping sauce. Alright, we're going to go with a little bit of tamari, which is wheat-free soy sauce. There we go. Well, if the soy sauce has got wheat in it, we're in trouble. Yeah, don't think that quite worked well enough. That random lid fits better. Alright, the water's gone. The pastry isn't quite see-through, so I think we may have messed up that a little bit because of the lid, so let's try that again. That's better. That's what we wanted to see. That is now definitely steaming the crap out of it. You can see just ever so slight wisps coming out of that of steam. Nice. Alright, well, that must be time for a ginger ale. So while that's steaming, I'm just going to run off for just a moment. So I shall be back momentarily. Ta-da! Rach, how is your day, night, morning so far? Noodly? Noodly was a raid. Rach? Woohoo! Yep, that's still steaming. And mine. I kind of slept in this morning. But other than that, it was good. It was good. I've had a good day. We are making a lot of food. Happy raids! Yay! My dry ginger ale. Dry ginger ale. Alright, so I'm not sure. I tap the lid and the condensed steam hits the pan. No, they're not quite full through. But I'm a bit concerned. Yep. Oh, they are hot. They are very hot. Things are hot. Hot things. I love the way your eyebrows attempt to launch into space when you say that. Boing. Honor to your family and your house. Gotta love Gowron. I want to take him out and eat him. Should we take it? Let's take him out and eat him. Bugger it. We will have more experimentation time, I'm sure, because there's going to be a lot more to cook. Because, yeah, we used up, well, how many did we make? We made 12? Yeah. We made 12 and we used maybe a quarter of the mix. So there is going to be a lot of these. Actually, just going to take one out for now. I'm going to put some more steamy water in there, because I just don't think that was enough steam. So we're going to steam it again. So I don't think they cooked quite right. Alright. I don't think a lot of dumplings is bad either. But they're certainly not sticking to the pan, so that's good. Alright, let's no, because if you flip them, you're putting them up on the edge. Let's just do a little soy sauce dip. Whoop. They are really tasty. They're not quite cooked though. Yes, we're double dipping. That was a cream bastard. The flavors there, the fillings there, that's all really nice. The shell wasn't quite cooked yet, so I'm glad we didn't take them all out. Quote number 3, it tastes like milk mixed with clouds. That was one of the medieval recipes. That was a milk bastard. Milk bastard. It was basically fluffy milk. And it did. That's what it tasted like. I can't remember the exact recipe, top of my head. But you take a spoonful out of it, and it was this halfway between fairy floss and a marshmallow that tasted like sweet milk. It was amazing. It was really surprising how good it tasted. It was just, yeah. It were nuts, it were. Alright. I am a bit concerned about the bottom of it. The bottom of these, but it was a really nice contrast in that first one. That the crunch of the bottom of it combined with the gooiness of everything else, basically. But it gave it that really nice, as you bite into it and you got that. Again, I'm going to go back to Anzac biscuits, where I really like the Anzac biscuits. They've got that little bit of crunch around the outside, but a bit of goo in the middle. So at that level of cook. But this has that similar texture with the base of it being nice and crunchy, but the filling being nice and gooey. It's like nom 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 nom. This is one of those ones that you can't just keep looking at it because you lose all the steam if you do. Kurinarg! Alright, that is starting to look a bit better. But I don't think we're going to be able to... Whoop, no, we're not. Let's look at that bottom. Come here. Woo! Damn, that's hot. Alright. But you can see that bottom, that's starting to get a bit too far gone for my liking. The pastry is mostly see-through. So. Ooh, damn, they're hot though. I should be good. Alright. I know, I should be getting my chopstick skills on. Oop. Nope. I do like the way these are fried up though. Right, where's that evil one? We should have eaten that evil one first. Alright, gas is off. Well, you know, there are some interesting, actually, we'll do it on this one. There are some interesting shapes there. Whew, okay. Let's get this evil one out of the way first. Come hither. Really doesn't want to get picked up. Oh, and that's why. Yeah, the bottoms of these of a couple of these got a little crunchy. No, that's not the evil one. Where's the evil one? Don't even know where the evil one is anymore. Also makes them a little hard to pick up because of that bottom bit just is not moving. Uh-oh. Lost it. Thank you, Newly. It has been great to have you here. It really has. Someone just learned that they're still on fire and need to sit a minute. Maybe. You'll find that hot things are hot is a thing that is often said in this kitchen. What is this warm sweet milk thing? It is I think the technical name for it is a cream bastard. And it is literally B-A-S-T-A-R-D. Bastardo. It's a medieval recipe. I think, from memory, I've got something in there that's saying that it was published in around the 1500s. It was probably used way before that. But it's really nice. So I'm thinking a little more water is needed for the steaming part, or just not let all the steam leak out first time you try it. There are a few recipes that are missing in there, but like I said, if you really want to, if you go looking for it and you don't find it, please let me know. Drop me a line, and I will fix that. Nope. Sorry. So yeah, some of the bottoms of these are a little overdone, but that's okay, because we are learning. First time. I think I could just sit here and finish these. I really do. It's going to be interesting doing these and playing with different fillings. The different fillings for these could be just oh my god. This is a rabbit hole. Mm. Mm-hmm. At camp? Which camp of which do you speak? And, you know, they get to say the word bastard. Mm. I just want to keep eating. This is nuts. What did we cook the other day that would have been a really good group activity? Oh, what was it? We discover why the recipe makes so many. Right? Let's just, where do I want to go? Not the dashboard. I want to go to the video producer. Was it? Sorry, I'm just checking my lick the bowls. Oh, onigiri. Yeah. Onigiri. We did that last week. That would have been that's a great group activity. If you're doing the hand molding, it's going to be messy, but it could be a lot of fun depending on who you've got. But if you've got the little molds that we used on stream, oh my god, such a fun group activity. And it's basically you just cook the rice, lay out a heap of ingredients, and let people stuff their own rice balls. It's great. Mmm. But yeah, I can see just a whole group of people sitting around a gigantic table, bowls of rice down the middle, little molds in front of them, and just picking at stuff to make their onigiri. If tacos is your idea of a family meal, then making rice bowls is nothing. Yeah, that's fair. Similar process though, in the fact of you just have a ton of ingredients out and you pack it how you want it. You know, tacos is the perfect example of that. Huh. Finely shredded cabbage can have a texture of coconut. Very fun for desserts if one enjoys the texture. Sauerkraut in chocolate cake is shockingly good. Why would you do that? Poor chocolate cake! Poor chocolate cake! Why would you put sauerkraut into chocolate? I'm going to eat now because I'm sad. I've tried all sorts of different sauerkrauts, from store-bought monstrosities down to finely handcrafted, and I am yet to find one. I'm yet to meet one that I have enjoyed. Yeah, that's fair. Chocolate cake requires an acid. Just leave that out and it balances. Depends on the chocolate, to be honest. I do a chocolate ice cream. I make a homemade chocolate ice cream, and pretty much all sugar. No, it's not. It's a custard base, vanilla custard base. So there is that little bit of vanilla in it. But the rest is sugar and milk and cream and chocolate. I don't know where you're from, Noodly, but down here we have a company called Haig's, and they make deluxe chocolate. Absolutely deluxe. In that case, a suggestion. Alright, here we go. Naturally pickle cabbage and a slew of 2 small garlic bulbs from your garden with sliced shallots. Alright. Okay. We could definitely give that a go. I'll have to visit the farmer's market. We're not doing garlic this season. Okay. Because, let's face it, anything is better with garlic, except maybe bacon, but bacon makes garlic better. It's the other way around. Ooh, that could be interesting. Do a garlic marinade on bacon while making bacon. Make garlic bacon. Here we go. We're off in weird experimental. 101 of ferment or other food really that's just not available in stores. I make my own. Yeah. Right, Jim. Also, thank you for composting and having the worm farm. Yeah, goes around and round. Garlic bacon lard. Yep, we've lost it. I mean, I understand that people are living in places where they can't have a little garden. They can't, but there's always something you can do. Like you can't really see it, but there's a little shelf at the back of the sink near the window there. And if we weren't, growing a jungle in the rest of the place, we could have the basic herbs and spices growing there. Get some mint, get some chives, garlic chives. Get a little bit of marjoram, bit of basil. All of that will grow on your kitchen shelf, in your kitchen window. Use only for making garlic bacon lard. Use only for making flaky rolls and savoury pie crusts. And roast veggies. So we've just sat here chatting away, and I've got like 3 of these things left. Yeah, I think the steaming process needs to be a bit better. Ooh. Speaking of Christmas roasts, I have a goat. Well, I have a cut of goat that is ready to be roasted up. Christmas roast goat. Definitely overcooked on the bottom. After cooling down, it's becoming more, and the flavors are sort of starting to mellow out as they cool. Yeah, definitely overcooked on the bottom. Coffee! But for a first go, right, ever, I'm definitely happy with this. Ah, that's why you flip yours onto their belly for steaming. Ah, okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Ray. Well, definite technique change from what the recipe says, but I think I may have also had the pan a little high. The pan was a little bit cooler. It still would have evaporated off all the water, but it would have been a slower process. It wouldn't have been just instant, have it all, like it all just goes. Whoop. Which I think might be a little better. We'll see. Look, am I going to do that every time? Probably not. But, yeah, it looked pretty for stream. I did a look pretty thing. Well, they're all gone. There's no more. More? More. Oh, nom nom. Wow. I don't believe I could eat more of those. More. Right? I don't know if I could eat another 12. But I could definitely eat more. Am I going to? That's the real question, really, isn't it? Am I just going to eat more? Umami tastes the best. Hell yeah. Absolutely. And I'll tell you what. Oh, excuse me. The concept, this is something that I didn't understand about food until much later in my life. It's probably only been the last 10 years or so that this has been a sort of on my radar. I never did a lot of cooking when I was young. I could, but it wasn't very good. Cooking was mostly a chore because using crap utensils. Yeah, blame your tools. But in the pans I used to use, all of those would have stuck to the bottom in a heartbeat. Just would have been, you put it in there, it stuck to the bottom. You're trying to scrape it off. You're trying to like get it off without it coming apart. And just, then I got really good tools. And cooking started to become more enjoyable. But then it became a flavor thing. They do make so much difference, Noodly. Absolutely. And could I do some of this stuff on those crap tools now that I am better at cooking? Maybe. But it's also one of those things that it's likely that those crappy pans would still stick to the bottom of it. But that said, good tools, all the awesome fun. But I got the concept of umami. I'm still not sure I fully understand it yet. But part of that was the flavor in your mouth. And I started actually paying attention to that. Where is this on my tongue? What is this doing? What are the layers? Are there layers of flavor? Not really. Okay, moving on. What's this thing? Oh my God, this is a thing. And then I started experimenting with how I cooked. And I have made some vile concoctions. Absolutely vile concoctions. Non-stick BS of the 80s? Yeah, right. Tacky in both meanings. MSG is pure umami. In the kitchen, put salt on a tomato. Yeah. Don't put Vegemite on a tomato. That's not a good idea. Cheese spread on a tomato is not too bad. Vegemite on flake is horrific. Cheese spread on flake is kind of nice. But it's one of those things. It's like I never thought Vegemite and cheese would go together. Not my wildest dreams. And yet here we are. Would I ever attempt to make Vegemite? Look, maybe. Maybe. If I got a space that I could start brewing again, like doing beers and hey VP, how you doing?
You have managed to trap yourself in this room.
Thank you for the subscription. Doing the happy dance, doing the happy dance, doing the happy dance, doing the happy dance. We're getting all the happy dances today. How you doing, VP? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. I know it's a slow condensed process and one needs a ton of yeast. Yeah. 37 months already. I know, right? I was saying, this is like episode 79 of Lick the Bowl. It's insane. Where the hell? Win! So, yeah, if I ever got to brewing again, and I had, because originally Vegemite, as I understand it, Vegemite was originally made from the extract of beer. The yeast left in the bottom of the tubs was what was originally made into Vegemite. So also we'll also report back on Marvel Rivals. Ah, nice. So yeah, would I go looking for brewer's yeast, like leftover yeast, to go make Vegemite? Probably not. If I was doing brewing and I had a heap of leftover yeast, yeah, I would definitely try that rather than just ditching it. Yeah, they're whew. But this is one of the things that that eating gross food is one of the things that actually helped me figure out and enjoy good tasting food. Right? Because instead of just going, ooh, that's great patooey, like figuring out, why is that gross? Is that a texture gross? Is it a flavor gross? Is it a what? And I know this is going to sound weird, but the gross food actually helped expand my palate further than I think just eating good food would have. It's weird. Some days I get those things. I get that and I walk out and I go, right, what are we doing? What have we got? We've got some, not really anything interesting in there today. Alright, what do we got? Oh, chocolate Nutri-Grain and cannelloni. Wonder how that'd go. We could put the chocolate Nutri-Grain as a stuffing in the cannelloni. Oh. But you never know. That chocolate Nutri-Grain's dead. No one likes it. That's going in the compost. Yes. Compost is so much easier. So much better than... Alright, so the food went out of date. Alright, at least it's going in the compost that goes into soil, that goes into... Yeah. Better than chucking it in the bin. At least. Alright, I better actually do something about this stuff. Because I don't want this to just... I'm just sitting here spinning time. I will rebrine that in a little bit. I don't know if you can Can you rebrine tofu? I don't know. I don't like it. Fish and chips. My language murdered. Go Pauline pants down. Alright, so that's pretty much the end of stream. We're done. We're cooked. We've cooked. We're doing things. Alright, oh, what was that? Maybe? I think we did miss, may have not had VPs on this channel, but your dinosaur definitely went off. I think VPs, I don't think I've moved VPs over from the other channel. That was before coffee. Yeah, I think VPs is only on the other computer. It's not on the cooking on the computer that I broadcast cooking on. Which we'll see how much longer that lasts. If I have to buy a new computer to come in here and do the cooking, that's going to be sad face. Because they are not cheap. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Anyway. Right, let's turn the music down a bit. So that I can hear myself. Temperature's set to rise. I wonder why. Probably because it's summer. Windows just sucks. Kinda. I'm not confident enough in understanding Linux, which, as far as I'm aware, is the replacement, is the go-to replacement. I haven't even seen how that works. So, we'll see. Windows 11 might be the straw. Who knows? Rach, I have laptops I don't use anymore that you can have if you can overhaul them. I don't know if they're up to streaming though. Yeah. There's plenty of government auctions where I can get all-in-one computers like the one we're using here, that are more up-to-date than this one. This one's probably about 6 years old, maybe. Hang on, what is it? 2024? No, it's only about 5. It's about 5 years old. So about 4.5 years past its computer use by date. I've had to go on lineups. It's mostly plug and play. So yeah, Windows mostly plug and play. Yeah, mostly. Anyway, that's stuff for the future. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I don't know if I told anyone, but I did find a place nearby to me where I can get more colours of my chopping boards that I love so much. The red and the green and the black, and that's all your fault, Rach. You got me into the pretty colours. Nah, that's fine, Rach. That's fine. I'm just whinging about the speed of obsolescence of computers and basically a lot of things these days. I'm just having a whinge. But thank you so much for the offer. Absolutely, that's awesome. Thank you. It is a reasonable. I think it's a reasonable thing to whinge about. All right. So I'm going to end upstream. I'm going to go collapse, and because I can feel my back just tweaking out. So what do we do now? Oh yeah, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, that was a stream. Yay! Planned obsolescence is just hateful. It really is, Noodly. That and we have to have this whole movement at the moment for the right to repair. That it's often cheaper to buy a new product than it is to repair an old one is just ridiculous. It's like, what the hell is wrong with it? Damn you, late stage capitalism! It was great. Thank you for coming in, Noodly. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for bringing your community in to see what we're up to. You know, it was awesome to have you here. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, VP, for the subscription. Yay! All the happy dancers. We're doing all the happy dances. We need more inheritance devices. Absolutely, Jim. Yes. Yes, please. But then capitalism might die. Wait a minute. Right, it's just cheaper to buy a printer with ink than it is to buy replacement ink, right? God, it's so insanely frustrating. It's like, how is this even possible? Woosah, 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 calming noises, woosah. Poor capitalism. We kill the other cancers. Yes, we do. And then printer manufacturers put chips and stuff so you can't refill the cartridges, right? What's up? The Orcish Horde. Blood for the blood god. Speaking of which, I don't know if everyone's seen it yet. You probably have, but I think it was last week. There was I think he's a billionaire in America, was gunned down outside one of his hospitals, one of his company's hospitals, something like that. The bullets were engraved with basically the slogan of the insurance company that this guy belonged to, and he was CEO of insurance company. There you go. That guy. If you haven't had a look at that, go have a look. This is kind of while I have no sympathy for the guy, it is a very interesting case that could very well be the beginning of something large. We will see. Folks are dancing in the streets. Kinda what I'm getting at. Yeah. A worthy opponent has entered the chat only to ask a question. Okay, sure. His claim for sympathy has been denied as out of network. Yeah, so look, it is a prick of a way to die. I'm never going to deny that, but I tend to have very little sympathy at this point. And yeah, this could be this could be a turning point. Depending on how that goes, this could be one of those, you look back in history and go, that was the moment. Right then, when they did that, that's when it turned. It's got that feel to it. To me, it's got that feel to it. Anyway, how you doing, a worthy opponent? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. We're just closing down. Do you understand, Noodly, that that's a curse to live in interesting times? A worthy opponent. I have some chicken breast. I want to make some good with them and some nice crispy steak fries. I'm open to suggestions. Chicken breast. I did a really interesting chicken breast a while back, and it was lemon. The garnish had a lemon and some. I think it was lemon and garlic was the garnish, and you just put that over the chicken breast. Then you chucked it in the steamer for about, I think it was 5 to 8 minutes, and done. Easy as that. And it came out as some of the most like chicken breast is really easy to dry out. So I was really surprised that it came out like you put it on the plate and it's resting and fine, a bit of steam, condensation coming around the bottom of it, no worries. And then you cut into it and juices actually flowed out of the chicken breast at that point. It was insane. The amount of fluid still in this chicken breast after the cooking process, it just sealed in there in the steamer, and it was amazing. I cooked it a little too long. I think I had mine in there. I think I had mine in for like the full 8 minutes, or the full amount of time, where it probably could have done with 3 or 4 minutes less. But yeah, it was amazing. Just steamed lemon and garlic chicken. It was gorgeous. It really was nice. Noodly, one company has already changed a rule about not paying for anesthesia. I say the point has been made. Possibly. We already live in interesting times. We do. I just want the interesting times that end up with positive difference. Absolutely. Salt, pepper, lemon juice, mashed garlic sous vide? Salt, pepper, lemon juice, and mashed garlic. That, I don't think it had quite all of that. I'd have to go look it up. It was a while ago I haven't made it for a while. But yeah, that sounds like that would go really well. What was the other part? Some crispy steak fries. I honestly, to be honest with you, I have no idea what crispy steak fries are. So sorry, can't help you there. That is not a meal that I have come across. So I'm going to write that down. Where is my pen? My pen is AWOL. And we got the other one. I've got that. I've already got the one Noodly suggested open in the tab. Crispy steak fries. All right. I don't know. We'll have a look. I'll have a look at some crispy steak fries and seeing what that goes. Literally after the rest, it was still that moist. Yeah, yeah. Surprisingly so. It was like, what the hell just happened? And it was it was not a special chicken breast. I used the Lilydale free range chicken breasts. Generally, they're usually the best I can get. And yeah, I've used them in various other recipes, so it's not like I got a different brand of chicken breast or anything like that, but it came out just amazing. They're just regular fries, but a bit thicker. I've heard, what is it? There's the double fried chips. I've heard of people doing double fried and even triple fried. That it's supposedly come out amazing. But that sort of, any of the sort of potato stuff, I tend to, like, if I'm doing a roast potato, this would probably work for chips, is I tend to use I've done it with like a mash, a potato that I would use for mashing. Cube it up, put it in the oven, and baste it. And I find that the outside texture goes really, really crispy when it cooks up, but the inside stays really light and fluffy because it's a softer potato anyway, and the heat tends to turn it soft. So if you can get that crispy outside, and again, depending on how you like your chips, it gives you that crispy outside, but it maintains that really fluffiness on the inside. So you like get that, again, like we got today, like we get with Anzac cookies, you get that outside crunch with that really soft, gooey filling. That's what I tend to use that, and that gives me a chip that not only the flavor is mostly, you want to put duck fat on it, or you want to put bacon lard or whatever. That's where most of your flavor comes from, especially with chips. But the texture, that crunchy outside, fluffy inside, yeah, that's generally how I get it. We call them wedges. Right. Steak cut chips are wedges. Yeah, same deal. Dredge your cut potatoes in starch, cornstarch, potato starch, even rice flour will work if ground finely enough. It gives the crispy properly. Ooh, there you go. Nice. Good point. Yeah, the variety of potato can make a big difference. Yeah, that can too. I will definitely have to try that starch idea though. Powder it in cornstarch. Yeah. I can see how that would work, actually. Nice. Sorry, my brain's ticking over. I just got my monthly gifts from the UK. I got salt and vinegar Pringles. God, at least do a tasty flavour of Pringles. Yeah, Pringles are an occasional guilty pleasure, but their manufacturing process is a bit, well, most chips are, but yeah. Noodly, if deep frying. Deep frying. I don't have a deep fryer. I have been looking down the barrel of getting an air fryer. I don't know though. I don't know. I don't know. I can see it'll work though. Crisps, they aren't made with whole potatoes. No. No, they're made with cutting out shapes. Some of them I've seen, even some homemade stuff. I've seen it where they basically do mashed potato and then add a whole heap of ingredients and lay it out in a tray at a certain thickness, put it in the fridge, let it harden up, take it out, slice it into chips, and then fry that up. I mean, valid. That's valid. I have not been game to try it yet. If you have a good fan-forced oven, then don't bother. Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. For the air fryer. Worthy, when I worked at the O2 in London, one of my favourite things was the Tesco £3 meal deal. BLT, kettle salt and vinegar Red Bull. Look, like we said earlier, if that's where you taste like, go do it. I mean, I have this thing from my childhood for those plastic individual wrapped cheese things that aren't really cheese. They're it's all about your flavor preferences. Absolutely. And if that's your thing, go do it. Absolutely. Where the eggs and cress was amazing. Yeah, nice. Yep. Nearly air fryer. Let me save you money. It's an inefficient convection oven for the countertop for way too much money. Yeah, fair. I have a quite good fan-forced oven. Yes, it is very good at fan-forced oven. All of this. Pasteurized processed American cheese fruit product. Yeah. It's what they feel to feed to real cheese to make it grow up big and strong. If you just have a giant air fryer, you're good. Yeah, fair. Well, there you go. I, for one, can't live without an air fryer. I own 2 of them, actually. One is for veggies and one is for meat. Nice, no cross-contamination. I got a brand new stove that I only use to cook eggs. Yeah, there you go. Eggs. Eggs. I have a very old stove. I have a new oven, though. The oven is very new. Maybe 12 months old. Maybe a bit longer. But yes, good oven. Oven that works. The last oven, oof. I was like, turn it to 100 degrees. It is now 300 degrees in the oven. Why? The only thing I've cooked in 2 years on that stove is eggs. Well, you obviously like your eggs. How many different varieties of egg? Like, not varieties. How many different recipes of eggs do you use? Ooh, countertop convection toaster with a rotisserie. Ooh, okay, cool. That sounds awesome. It's your air fryer? Nice. All right, well, we are meant to be finishing upstream at the moment. Well, it's just sitting around chatting. I should probably just turn the music back on. Quite a few types of eggs. My personal favorite is onions with runny scrambled eggs. Yeah, I can see that. Well, now I'm thinking of oh my God, the name just went out of my head. The brown onions that are brown and you've cooked them forever. Those ones. Put some of them in with the egg. That'd be awesome. With you rested, yeah. With the rest and off my feet, yeah. We're doing that eventually. Yeah, I have done onions in my scrambled eggs, but I'm thinking of oh my God, my brain will not make the words come out. Where the I've got jars of it in here somewhere. Where are you? Oh, food of mine. Why do you hide from my mouth? Oh, that one went off key. Mouth, mouth, mouth. Oh, there it is. With them. Do it with those onions. The chat delay is real. Caramelized onions. That one. Caramelized onions and scrambled eggs. Nom, 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 nom. That could be. Cut onion thin, cook until golden brown. Add in 2 eggs, wait till the white part cooks a bit, then mix the yolk till it cooks just a bit. Serve with toast. Yeah, I can see that. Nice. Nice. That's something to relish. Thanks, Jim. Yep, nice one. It goes great on hot dogs. I just caramelized onion instead of sauerkraut. Just thank you. Come again. Right. So coming up, tomorrow we are back in the gaming room. We're going to be. We've got Jim and Wardham come along. We're doing some more Valheim free build. We're continuing with that. Then we go round to Tuesday with Jim and Wardham again and playing some Baldur's Gate 3. Season 2, the evil playthrough. At the end of the last episode, we were fighting basically everybody because my fetish for picking up buckets in the game had gone a little too far. Anyway, that's going to be a challenge at the end of it. I'm going to put up a picture of how many buckets I collected in Baldur's Gate, and it's like, can you get more? And then list the buckets that count. So that's on Tuesday. On Wednesday evenings, we are currently playing Assassin's Creed 3. The plan is to eventually get all of the Assassin's Creed on, have streamed them all. We'll see what happens if the new one gets out or not. Then on Thursdays, we're back in the kitchen. At this point, I don't think I have anything. I don't think there are any particular suggestions on the burner. We'll see. But anyway, if you do have a suggestion that you would like for me to have a cook at, you can throw me a DM. You can join us on Discord and throw in suggestions there. We can do all sorts of fun things. The recipes are all in Discord as well. Well, most of them. Where are we going? There we go. There's the Discord. You can join us there. Chat away, do all the things. Most of the recipes are there. Mostly. But yes, as I said earlier in stream, the recipes that have chili and or eggplant, I unfortunately cannot do because I am allergic to those. If the recipe can be made without those ingredients, sure, I'll have a go at that and see what it tastes like without the chili or the things or the eggplant. They're the only 2 things at the moment, which is nice. There are things I'm not a fan of, such as cabbage and mushrooms. Right? Right. But willing to try it because, I haven't tasted all the ways these things can be cooked. So the cabbage and the shiitake mushroom in this, you saw, I woofed it down. So there you go. Just because I'm not a fan of it doesn't mean that I'm not going to give it a go. Probably the one thing that I wouldn't would be foie gras. that would probably be the one thing that I draw the line at. That said, I recently discovered that there is a farmer in France who does do foie gras, but he doesn't force feed the animals. He basically, at the times when the animal is trying to put on fat as part of its natural cycle, that's when he feeds them the high fatty diet that then leads to that leads that's just mean though, so totally valid. Yeah, can come quite close with Muscovy liver. Ooh, okay, there you go. But yeah, he does it, and he makes the foie gras. He still makes the foie gras out of the liver. I think it's the liver. Anyway, but it's the animals haven't been force fed. They're in a natural part of their cycle where they're trying to put on fat, and eating high fatty foods is actually part of the natural cycle of how they live. So he just gives them all the stuff that they want to eat, and they eat themselves. It's very expensive, even compared to foie gras. But if I was going to do foie gras, that is how I would do it. Yeah. It's usually made with a mullard, a cross between a duck and a muscovy. Most French recipes for duck are mullards. Oh, there you go. I did not know that. Nice. And I've gotten distracted again. Damn you, distractions. So yeah, back to the point. I would, if you want me to try a recipe, want to throw me a recipe my way, please feel free to do so. Some of them might take a little longer because, like for example, with the onigiri, I wanted to do that for nearly a month before I was actually able to get the little triangles, the little molds to do it. But the molds made it so easy. Oh my god! I'm gonna send you dried bird parts now. Sure, why not? One of the surprise birds I had was pigeon. I had that a couple of years ago, and they were actually bred as food pigeons. Really tasty meat. But anyway, onigiri molds. These took a while to get, but oh my god, they made life so easy. At least I'm hydrating, right? Rice with hands requires wet hands. Look, even with the molds it does. But the idea of you just stuff in the rice, stuff in the stuffing, stuff in more rice, press down, press the button at the back and it falls out. So much fun. And the molds aren't that expensive. I think they were, for a pack of the one large, one small, was I think including postage, I think was $6 for the pair. So they're not overly expensive either. The king pigeon, yes, I want to try them someday. Yeah, it is a lot easier. And this is what I'm saying. If you've got those molds and, you've got a whole heap of people sitting around a table with a heap of rice bowls and bowls of rice, sorry. Rice bowl is a different thing. And you just shovel, filling, shovel, squish, out, eat, done. It's just like... And then that's when your concoctions start. I did one with a piece of cooked up speck in it, and it was great. It tasted awesome, but as soon as I bit into it, the whole piece of speck came out. So yeah, it's sidetracked again. Good God. Someone give me some meds. um, Speck is a cured pork. It's basically bacon but cured slightly differently. Yeah. Brew some lemon. Nice lemon balm tea. Thanks. Smoked salmon and umeboshi is great too. Yeah, I did smoke salmon. We did smoke salmon. We did a tuna and mayo filling. I didn't do the bonito and soy. Did do a furikake filling as well. So we did like two traditional with the furikake and the tuna. We did one slightly off with the smoked salmon rather than cooked salmon. And the spec was totally left field. And yeah, they were just the starting ones. Again, that's like these things. You could put God's knows what fusion cooking. Yeah, right. Again, this is one of those things. It's, bring your people, bring your food, leave your PTSD, come to my country. We'll have fun. So yeah, so many different flavors to be had. And some of it is the bravery to try. And for a very long time, I was not brave enough to try. I mean, shot at, but food. Huh, no, just give me what I like. So yeah, the variety and versatility you can get out of this. I mean, and even some of the stuff that's considered traditional food. Yeah, traditional where? Because 3 miles down the road, their same dish traditionally has like 7 different ingredients to what you put in your traditional food. It can be all very interesting if you want to go down that sort of more purist look at food. I tend to cook from a recipe to begin with, and then after that, I get a feel for what I'm cooking, and then I start messing with it for my own palate. That first can of squid ink I ever bought, relatable. I have never bought squid ink yet. I want to do a homemade black pasta. But again, I no, I haven't done it yet. We might do that. We might do that on stream at some point. I look at traditional as what do these top recipes have in common? Yeah, fair. I tend to look at as recipes that haven't changed or basically haven't changed for a very long time. So, like, you look at a beef strog. As far as I know, beef strog has been beef strog since there was beef and strog. There are variants of it all over the place now, but there is those basic. There's the basic thing that most of the current recipes contain that I would call traditional. You use the stuff available, and that's kind of going to give you your traditional thing. But then you get something I've never made it, but I've heard a lot of people really go on about it. You make a jambalaya, and there are 52 million traditional recipes for jambalaya. Okay, cool. As far as I know, it's a stew with stuff in it, but it has a very unique flavor profile. The black has a distinct flavor. One try it. If you like it, you'll love it. Oh, yes, sorry. Strog is stroganoff. Yes. Got me Aussie slang going. Stroganoff. But again, there's so many different recipes for stroganoff as well. So, what is traditional? You know, I got this from a fifth. I got this recipe from a book that was written in 1426. This is the traditional recipe, don't you know? Creole cooking starts with dredging the swamp and seeing what comes up, and beating the pot lid to keep it all down. Some of the cooking I've seen, yeah, that would fit. Got crawfish! Smack, smack, smack! Alright, anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to end up stream. We are going to call it a stream. You're a stream! And we're not going to get distracted again. So, thank you. Every gumbo is the Creole word for okra. Aha! Nice. So, thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for hanging out. We will hopefully see everyone tomorrow. If we don't, we'll see you when you see it. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye!
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Don't forget to check the description for any links I may have left there. If you like the video, please press like or subscribe to my channel. Next video in the series is up here. Until then, stay safe, have fun.